Hello everybody, welcome to the Lighthouse channel. My name is Coach Jessica and I have Dijon here as my uke today. Today we're going to go over no-gi submissions for beginners, and we're going to start with a basic arm bar from mount. Now as you can all see, I'm pretty small. I am 5'3" and I'm 124 pounds. Dijon is what, 6'3"? Yeah, so we got a whole foot difference here, and oftentimes if you've ever been a person trying to arm bar a tall guy, you've probably run into some problems, and we're gonna go into some biomechanical tricks today to help circumvent those issues. So if you do not mind letting down, thank you so much. So we're gonna start today from mount. So in our last video, we went over the Americana, and you notice how most people, when they're new, this is how they're gonna defend a mount. And we were talking about going to shove for Americana, but what if you go to do that and the guy's just like, no? That happens. Things don't always work. So now we're gonna go with option 2. We're gonna go with an arm bar, but I'm gonna show you in a slightly less traditional way than I was shown. What I do when I know I'm gonna go for arm bar is I actually scoop both arms. And the reason why is because normally when I'm in this battle, it gives me a moment of opportunity to slip under that far wrist, come over and cut behind the elbow. As soon as I get there, notice I'm still holding here, I kind of shove it over and slide my knee up. Once I'm in this moment, I start moving this hand to my other arm as I now get into what's called your S mount. So I went from here, I shifted all my weight onto the knee that's over here and onto my hand, and I swiveled my leg behind his shoulder. From here, now I'm gonna recup as I scoot up a little further, and I'm gonna circle my body behind his arm and face the other way. From here, I have both arms in this really nice kind of cool position. They're both out. So this is kind of the tricky part for some people based on your flexibility. And I am so sorry ahead of time, Deshawn, but I am gonna put all of my weight on your body. What you're gonna do is you're gonna lean all your weight onto the butt cheek that's on top of your partner's chest while you flick this leg out. I'm so sorry, but you lean forward, and sometimes you could use this to base as you flick out and fall back. I heard a little exhale. That's normal. You should hear a small exhale from your partner during that transition. Now that I'm here, I am lucky today in this particular attempt because I have both arms still. First thing I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna pinch my knees together, and I'm gonna straighten the leg that's on his neck. A lot of people think to come like so, but now he actually has more space to slip this shoulder from, and now I've lost it. As soon as his shoulder is no longer in between my legs, it's gonna be very hard for me to get the arm bar. So it's important to kind of straighten your leg and bring them into you. So what I like to do, if I'm lucky with both arms, is I'll hug myself and bring those wrists all the way up to my neck. And I'm like literally like fully attaching to him right now. Everything is tight. And I'm gonna pinch my knees together. This leg is kind of doing like a just flatly going towards the ground so he can't sit up. And I'm just gonna lean back while pinching my knees. And I'm taking both arms with me, pinching, pinching, pinching. And as soon as he feels it, he will probably, sometimes, there you go. So sometimes even if they slip out, you still have that other arm. And we tapped. So I'm gonna get a little more into some more of the mechanics of the arm bar during these next 2 shows of this technique so that you understand what's happening to help you have a better arm bar. So again, we're up here, we have our opponent's hands over. We're trying to go for this, and maybe that's not working. Maybe I go for both and he slips one out, like this arm. He slips it out and I only have one arm. This happens all the time. It's okay, we're gonna go over this. I'm keeping this cup to me. I'm sliding my knee up, and I'm now doing the same thing where I shift my weight onto this knee as I swivel around. Now I'm back on him again. My weight is, what you say, like right on top of you, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slightly move myself behind him in like I'm turning the corner, right? Now from this part, because I only have one arm, I don't wanna lose it. So what I'm gonna do before my transition is I'm actually gonna pull this arm up a little bit and like get that out of the socket a little bit and hug my own arm in their elbow pit. Keep everything nice and tight so that as I do my lean over, swivel, I didn't lose the arm. Now that I'm here, I only have one arm, and he's a guy, and I'm a woman, and he's strong, and I'm not. He's young, I'm old. I'm a mom, he's not. So we have some variables here. The first variable I see a lot of people try to come like here, and now he can get out. So the trick for the armbar is right now this shoulder here, this shoulder, I need it like as out of the socket as possible. So what I do here is I'll actually take the arm and I'll pull it and then re-pinch my legs around it. You notice how his shoulder is like in my legs. It's in there, it's not down here. I have it in. Now what I can do, if I can't lean over to attach my neck to his wrist, because I want my whole body versus his socket right now, his elbow is in my way. So I'm actually gonna shift this elbow off of my body. Notice how that made him flare. I'm gonna switch my arm. Now I can lean over because I don't have an elbow jabbing into me. Now I'm gonna swim through his wrist. I'm gonna comb my own hair and attach his wrist to my neck. In this position, basically my entire body is attached to Dijon's arm. So I'm using my whole body weight versus his bicep and pectoral muscle. I'm gonna lean and lean back. I'm gonna lean this way. He's holding. That's okay, just keep leaning back. Da. Now once they're here, pinch and gently lean back. Don't ever go fast on your partner. I didn't even have to hit the floor because I had everything so tight. I see so many people in this battle of kicking their partner's arms and everything because they wanted to win that round and you want to get that arm bar. But if you ended up hurting yourself or your partner, no one really won that day, okay? So let's be safe, guys. Again, so we're gonna, we're trying to go for the Americana, maybe it's not working. I'm gonna slip through and cut and attach it to me. Slide my knee up. Now I'm gonna shift all my weight onto this knee and this hand as I S, and now I'm shifting my weight back onto this butt cheek. I'm now gonna turn the corner. Bloop. I'm gonna lean onto my butt cheek as I swivel my leg around and fall back. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and do a switch. This is in my way. I'm gonna push it off. I put it like a football. Hey, all right? Now I'm gonna come and get this wrist. Notice my elbow pit is on his wrist as I comb my hair in order to attach him. Everything's tight. Now all I gotta do is just lean back. And even if he's super strong, just extend your legs and lean back. And at some point, they will fight. Now I've had people sit up out of these, but because I was so attached to the arm, I was able to finish the arm bar from the bottom. So that's kind of some little tips. Hopefully they help you guys with your arm bars rather than having this whole battle of like, having your opponent holding and you're doing this whole thing. Because the minute I'm doing this and this, I'm losing pins and controls. Ideally, I want to get this arm, part of me, get everything sucked in and tight because you want to control your opponent, especially if you're smaller. So let's all try not to be doing these. It's just so much weight on your own fascia and your partner's fascia. Let's be efficient. Football. Comb the hair, attach. I'm also, if any of you notice, I'm grabbing my own shoulder over here too to create a little extra tightness. I don't know if you guys see that. Just come, and if they're being hard, lean that way first and then come around. And then just gently lean back. Because sometimes people try to lean straight back, and that's all these muscles when you could kind of come to the side and come back, and that really helps. So thank you so much everybody for watching, and good luck with your arm bars.